time I close my eyes, every time I close my time I close my
John Henry, great businessman, John. Thank you very much. Great businessman.
Yo. Big up, peeps. Big up. Hope everyone's doing well. Hey. How are we all doing? How is everyone doing? Transfer news show, guys. Loads to talk about, obviously. And we're going to get stuck into it tonight. Sorry, guys, I'm a bit distracted. How are we all doing? Big up Solo in the chat as well. Hope you're doing well, my man. Hope you're doing well. Big up everyone, man. I ain't gonna lie. Might have had a couple of edibles before I went live. So, yeah, bear with me a minute. Bear with me. Bear with. Big up my man Luke in the chat. Yeah, I might just, yeah. Couple of, I ain't gonna lie, I'm sweating as well, man. I'm sweating as well. I'm all over the shop. I go. Oh, shit. Oh, big up everyone in the house. Big up everyone in the house. And the reason I did, right, let me just tell you, let me take you on a little. Oh, dear. Shit. Right. Oh, dearie me. Fucking hell. Right. Let me let me take you around a let me take you on a little journey. I'll get to you 1 second, Lukey boy. Hold tight. Let me take you on a little journey. So Liverpool, I obviously went to the parade. I met the Coppish boys down at the parade. Met Luke met Tom Little as well. Met Sadiq. Big up my man Sadiq. Met Monts and all that. It was great. It was a great day. It's a great day. But my parade day was cut short, which many people might not know. So my parade day was actually cut short because while I was walking around the parade, my hip came out. Walking around the parade, I'm actually going to get straight to eat with the Coppish boys. We'll go and find some food quickly, and we're walking back towards where the parade is, and my hip dislocated. Yeah, it weren't good. It weren't fun, man. It weren't fun. And then as I'm walking back, my whole leg started to go numb. My left leg started to go numb. Couldn't feel my left leg properly. And then I pretty much almost broke my ankle because whole foot went numb. And as everyone knows, if you're at Liverpool, it was absolutely pissing down. So the ground is soaking wet, and my foot is I can't feel my leg because my hip is dislocated, and my foot's gone over. My foot's gone over. Like I planted my foot down, and my foot went like that. So yeah, my ankle. I thought I broke my ankle. It's fucking killer. Like the pain was unbearable, but it didn't break. It was just like I ripped all the ligaments in my ankle and shit. So yeah, it's not good. I can barely walk, and yeah. So my hip comes out all the time for people who didn't know. I wish it was that scraps. I wish it was that. Yeah, my hip comes out quite a lot. I need hip surgery. I actually need a hip replacement. So not many people know about that, but yeah, I actually need a hip replacement. I have bone on bone, so my hip just goes bone on bone like that. There's like nothing else there. It's like all worn away and everything, so it's quite bad. But yeah, it just slipped out. But so I had to cut my thing a bit short, unfortunately, and then I left all my shit in Liverpool. I totally forgot about my bag that had everything in it. So obviously I had all my equipment in my bag and all that, and that has now gone, finitoed. So all the stuff that I've uploaded and always going to load up to my YouTube channel, including the slot dance and all that, has gone. And I didn't back it up like an idiot because I should have backed it up before that, but I didn't back anything up. So it's all my other equipment. So yeah, although I really enjoyed meeting everyone at the parade, and the parade was a vibe. I mean, I got there about 10 o'clock in the morning. I was hanging around the Albert. I think I was standing around the docks, around the Albert Dock area. Met Tom and all that. Met Sadiq. I was there from about 10 o'clock in the morning, and the vibe was excellent. Even from the morning, you can't beat Liverpool, man. The people, the vibe, it was just beautiful, man. And then around 5 o'clock, my hip came out, and and shit happened, and I had to go home, unfortunately. But it was a great day, nevertheless. It was an absolute tremendous day. And I fucking enjoyed myself apart from that. I'm all right now, though, especially right now. I can't feel anything because I've had 2 edibles. So, yeah, I've had a couple of edibles. I'm sweating to death. I'm pretty fucked up, man. Pretty fucked up. Big up my man Sadiq in the house. I told Sadiq all this anyway. Big up my man Sadiq. Great meeting my man. But yeah, I'm a bit buzzing, shall we say. Yeah, and you, Sadiq. Yeah, it was great, man. It was great. We had a great time, great vibe. City of Liverpool's beautiful, Parade beautiful. Just mine ended a little bit too early for my liking. That was all. Longest excuse I've ever heard to cover up a brothel. I wish. Do you know what, Pip? If I actually went there, I'd actually say it. But yeah, my hip is fucked. Absolutely fucked. But I'm hoping to get all my stuff back. Because I heard from someone today that might actually think they've got my stuff. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I'll get all that back. Let me get Luke in here as well. Sorry, I'm waffling on. Let me get Luke in here because Luke wants to come in. But guys, we're going to have a good show today. We're going to talk about all the transfer-related gossip and all that stuff. Let's see. I didn't even see your WhatsApp earlier, Luke. I do apologise, man. I was digesting at the time. What can I say, man? Yeah, big up, Pimp. Big up, man. Big up everyone in chat. And by the way, big up to everyone in chat who actually messaged me and got in touch with me on Twitter to ask me if I was safe and all that, because obviously of the horrific scenes at the end of the parade, which is so unfortunate that happened. But, you know, this man has been arrested and hopefully he's going to get justice coming his way that he deserves. Do you know what I mean? You know, unfortunately, you know, but I hope that cunt gets what he deserves. So, you know, fuck modernisation. Who cares about being... I don't care about being paid. Fuck the cunt. I hope he gets locked up and put away forever. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, unfortunately that happened. But yeah, at the moment, I ain't gonna lie, I'm high as a kite, man. Big up everyone. Let's get Luke in here as well. I need some help.
You all right, mate?
Yeah, man. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm good.
You look out of it.
Man, I'm fucked. I ain't gonna lie.
Gone, my friend.
I ain't gonna lie.
You're absolutely gone. But big up everyone that went to the parade. Obviously, I couldn't go because I was working, so I couldn't go.
Double pay, man. Double pay, man.
I got the double pay, but I'm back in Liverpool to be there next year. So that's what I'm back.
21-7, man. 21-7.
21-7. I'll take either or both. Both would be lovely. But I'm back in Liverpool to get there. So that's why I couldn't go.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up. Oh, yeah, totally fuck that comedian guy who come out of that horrendous joke.
Oh, yeah, fuck that guy as well.
Like minutes after it, man.
I'm glad that there was no deaths. I was glad that no one passed. Yeah, absolutely horrific. I think when I saw it, I instantly called Cal to double check if he was all right. And he said that everyone was all right.
I didn't get a call. Oh,
well, I assume that you. I assumed you were with Callum when I made the calls before you.
Yeah, he was all right. You're all right. No,
so he said that everyone was all right, so that was good. But when I came into work today, people were like, "Oh, Luke, did you go to the parade in the end?" And I was like, "No, I didn't."
No, yeah, big up to everyone though. I do appreciate everyone asking me on socials how I was and all that. And yeah. And Jay, read my comment. The only one I'll ever ask. Oh, okay, and let me just go back. Let me go back. All right, Jay. I hope you're okay. Never demand readout, but you feel disgusting. It's a feels down road from me, Jay. As a fellow girl, so I feel ashamed. Oh, he lived down the road from you, man.
Fuck.
Wow.
He's been described as a family man. Well, he's a fucking tit, and you should lock him away.
A fella down the road from me. It's a fella down the road. Yeah, well, that guy's got to get everything that's coming to him, man. That guy's got to get everything that's coming to him, and rightly so. In fact, the coppers should just let everyone pull him out of the car, man. Deal with him. Right, let's talk about transfers. Right, let's talk about the Wirtz still, because I know a lot of people are worried about the Wirtz still because it's taken so long, guys. I
even
wouldn't wait.
Davo Pops even tweeted about it saying, Real Madrid looking to hijack the thing. When you look at the article, it's an opinion piece by an Everton fan.
Yeah, it's look. I know everyone's worried about it because we've not signed him yet. But at the end of the day, these kind of transfers take a while because it's going to be Liverpool's record-breaking club transfer. So deals like this take time, guys. You know, it takes time. I'm positive that this happens. I'm actually really positive it's happening. Liverpool has been speaking to him for a while now. Apparently, Liverpool have been speaking to him since March
2020.
Yeah, so
Speaking to him in March. Since
Liverpool,
March.
will get the deal done. I am very certain of that now. Like, I weren't like before when we was after Wirtz last week or so. I was very 50-50 on it, and then when
Until the
Wirtz came
report
out,
saying that he said yes.
yeah,
I was a bit like you, 50-50, but do I think it gets announced this week before he goes off to Germany? Possibly, but
I think Liverpool try and get it done by Friday.
I think it's a race against time for it to be done for Friday.
Yeah, they want it done by Friday.
Wirtz
has already agreed
to
to
announce tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one after the other.
And here we go for Wirtz tomorrow. The medical announced. No, him announced on Friday, and then Kerkez next week. Because Kerkez has literally been shaking as you know what for Liverpool all season.
Big up, Dave. Yeah, look. Jamie, why did you throw a tantrum on Sam's show? I didn't throw a tantrum. I left.
When was this?
So last Friday, obviously, I was on the Sam show, and like people might not know this story. Yeah, I only had 4 hours sleep in 3 days because of my. So I suffer with so much pain in my legs and hip here. So I suffer through extremely lot of pain. Yeah, and I only had 4 hours sleep in 3 days, and I really shouldn't have done the Sam show that night, but I don't like letting him down because I love Sam. So I did the show. But I could tell I was getting really wound up, because you haven't had no sleep. It like sleep deprivation is the worst, yeah. And I could tell I was having no sleep. I was getting really wound up, and I was like, "I'm going to argue with my friends here, and it's going to make me look like a dick." So I just left. It's simple that I just left. I didn't want to argue with my friends. You don't argue with your friends, so I just left and just left it as that. But yeah, it's what sleep deprivation does to you, man. It's a killer, man. Sleep whenever you can, man. Yeah, no, I've got 3 kids, man. I've got over all this, and yeah, you know, it's just I just have 4 hours sleep in 3 days. My thing was the pain, man. I've got new pain medication now as well, so it's helping a little bit more. But yeah, I'm all right now. I'm good now. Apart from I'm high as a fucking kite right now, though. But
I can tell.
Yeah, I'm sweating to death as well. It's some fucking murder. Right, but look, the Wirtz stuff, guys. Look, I know a lot of people is it Dario something that put out that Madrid stuff earlier? Again, it's just an opinion piece, putting 2 and 2 together because Alonso's gone to Real Madrid. But then, obviously, the midfielder that looks like it's going to Real Madrid is Stiller from Stuttgart. So. And if they get Stiller in, Jude Bellingham, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, and he got to play 3 at the back, there's no room for Wirtz, is there?
Yeah, I think they brought back that Nico Paz from Como as well to activate the buyback. So
yeah,
and I think I was watching a video on Born a Red when Avi says that Tchouaméni's agent's going to England next week.
Yeah, I think Tchouaméni might get sold by
they speak to 3 clubs, which is apparently Liverpool, Arsenal, and Chelsea.
Yeah. So let me read this. Real Madrid look to hijack Liverpool's deal for Florian Wirtz. Real Madrid are looking to hijack the move for Florian Wirtz, according to the latest report in Spain. Shock. And it's the same thing. The German international foot will be on his way to Liverpool after saying yes to a summer move. It's saying it's choosing a move to Anfield. Wirtz rejected Bayern Munich's long-standing offer. Munich have had a long interest in Wirtz and were reportedly confident secured his signature ahead of any other club this summer. However, Liverpool came from nowhere to become the front runners of Wirtz's signature, with the Reds said to have convinced the 22-year-old to join the England a couple of weeks ago. Since then, Liverpool have had a verbal agreement with Wirtz, submitted their first offer by Leverkusen, and are now in a discussion with Bundesliga club over the move. Liverpool and Bayer Leverkusen are keen to complete the deal soon. However, the latest report from Spain claims that Liverpool may be beating the Wirtz's signature even at this stage. In reported title, Wirtz is not impossible. Spanish publication AS Argard from Real Madrid. Oh, shock!
Is it? I have to say, yeah. You
Shock!
notice how this is all coming out when we're playing hardball and letting Trent go to the Club World Cup.
It's all
This
it
is
is.
just bitter. This is just bitter Spanish press getting their knickers in a twist because they're not getting Trent early for the price that they want. Basically,
Well,
it's like the whole buying Cody Gakpo thing. Yeah, is his name on the list? Probably, but for me, it's just bitterness, and it's trying to upset the apple cart because why not? Because they've upset us by nicking our number one target.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just Real Madrid PR spin. That's all it is, guys. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I mean, Paul Joyce and everyone's come out today and said that the deal's going to happen. It takes time because it's a big transfer they're trying to work out. Contract's a big contract as well. Look, the thing here is, guys, that Wirtz has already committed himself to Liverpool. Personal terms have been agreed. He's given his word. He's coming. Liverpool are just trying to put up the sort out. So I think Liverpool know the offer they need to pay, and
it's
a
just
big offer
like
like that. You're looking at it, you structure it, payments, what Leverkusen want, and you've got to get lawyers together. These things take time, man. These things take time, but I won't worry about it, guys. The thing is, Liverpool's so far ahead of this deal. Real Madrid would have to do so much work to just put themselves in there, but it wouldn't, mate.
I think if people are like worried, like look, like we won the league on Sunday. You had the trophy lift. We had the parade on Monday, and obviously, what happened at the parade. So nothing was going to be released then. Nothing was going to get released today. Nothing was going to get released the day after.
Next few weeks, next few days. Sorry.
It'll be the next few days. I expect an announcement on Friday.
Yeah. Big up James in the chat. Yeah, don't worry, James. He's not going to Real Madrid. It's just Real Madrid PR spin. It's only from one source. There's no other.
Listen to an Asim Bomber.
Yeah, it's a Real Madrid. It's a Real Madrid journalist basically coming out and saying it. It's more of an opinion piece. It's like James Pearce saying something. You know what I mean? So. And there's no other source. It's the same source spread all over the internet, just with different quotes. But yeah, Liverpool trying to.
Sorry, just so listen to that. Some looking at Jared Branthwaite, keeping an eye on his contract situation is what I've literally just heard from.
It's the only way you're going to get Branthwaite from Everton, man.
What, pay 70 million for him? Because that's the price tag, apparently.
Oh, let's wait till he's a free transfer. Big up Mr. Link in the chat. It'll be done before he goes away to the international matches. I think as well. I think Liverpool want to get it done before the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not worried. If
they get it done before the weekend, it'll be fine. Yeah, big up my man, Ant. Much love to you, man. As always, you know that.
Yeah. Hadden asked if they want Doak as well.
Yeah, big up Ant. The arrested driver is a lovely family, man. Neighbours shocked at the arrest of a dad of 3 for attempted murder. That's just mad, ain't it? What is wrong with this world, guys? Be up a
Drug
man
up as well. Wanted to push his way past an ambulance.
I'm not. I reckon Wirtz. I think Wirtz is pretty much done. I think Liverpool just, waiting for Bayern Munich to Bayer Leverkusen to accept their terms, basically. And if you read, was it only last night when the Leverkusen sporting director came out and said, yeah, pretty much Wirtz is going to Liverpool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I wouldn't.
It's just
But they
not
want
nice
to go
crossing the
Liverpool.
T's. It's just not nice crossing the
Yeah.
T's. It's because in this new generation, because we're getting updates every like 5-10 minutes. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, I'm not going to update yet. Not going to update yet. Not going to update yet." Look, it's fine. It's fine. All the reputable journalists have said that it's happening. Just working out the structure of the deal. That's it. What is more encouraging that after we're doing Kerkez, Frimpong, Wirtz, we're still looking at a number 9. So I'm buzzing. I'm just not buzzing about who we're linked with.
No, I'm with you, man. KB, if you saw me in that parade, you should just come over and said hi, man. Always. I had so many people come up to me at the parade that like just, "Oh, Jay, how you doing, man? How you doing?" It's like, "Oh, hey, I'm cool. It was amazing, a beautiful moment. But yeah, if you saw me there, if anyone ever saw me there or saw me anywhere, just come up, man, say hi. I nick your wallet and we go. Do you know what I mean? That's why. But no, honestly, go up and say hi, man. KB, don't be starstruck, man. I know I'm more beautiful in real life, but honestly, it's come up and say hi, man. Come up and say hi. Yeah, look, Wirtz will be done, guys. And it's a big up my man Sean as well, as always. Big up to my man Sean in the chat. Lovely fella. Unfortunately, I couldn't see Sean. I think Sean was at the other end of the strand to where I was, maybe. And obviously, I had to go home early, but we'll meet Sean. Don't worry, man. Big up, man. Much love. Everyone in the chat. Wirtz, Liverpool. What day do you reckon? I think we're here saying on Friday.
I think we'll get the Here We Go tomorrow.
Maybe, yeah.
And then we'll get something on Friday.
I think it's pretty much done. I think it's pretty much done, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone in chat.
Yeah.
But we're trying to do a lot. What we've got to remember is Liverpool are trying to do a lot of deals at the same time.
Yeah. I think I read somewhere, I think I put it in our chat earlier from Lewis Steele and Dominic King, like we're looking to do 5 to 6 deals this summer. I think Mamadashvili counts as one, so that's Mamadashvili, Frimpong, Kerkez, Wirtz. So you've got 2 positions left. We know we're looking for a striker. That's literally been confirmed by them. And for me, I think we need a centre half.
Yeah,
more important
with
because
the rumours of Kwanzaa maybe leaving.
Kwanzaa's on the market for 50 mil price tag. Don't think we get anywhere close to 50 mil for him. Kanate contract, massive question mark. Is he going to sign? Are we going to sell him? And Joe Gomez, what is he staying? Is he leaving? So we need to.
There's a lot of work to do here, guys. There is a lot of work to do. So obviously, I think I read some news moments before we were going live. Actually, that Frimpong looks like he'll be announced tomorrow.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone saw that he flew into Liverpool, I believe, yesterday on his private jet, or the day before. So he's going to be announced tomorrow, which will be fantastic. Great signing, 30 million quid. Great bit of business. Hopefully, Wirtz not long after that. And then, obviously, the next one that obviously Fabrizio's been tweeting about all day today is Kerkez. Now, the Kerkez news went a bit quiet as soon as the Wirtz stuff got leaked. And we was like, what about Kerkez? So we need a left back.
And then City sort of entered the race, and
yeah, they don't want Altonori now, don't you? Which tells you everything. The fact that that City want Altonori will tell me that Kerkez and Liverpool's a dumb thing. You know, because they're turning their attention to a different left back. Kerkez is pretty much, I believe Fabrizio said it's Liverpool for him. Yeah. He just wants to go now. He wants it done. He wants to get it sorted.
He's desperate to play. He's desperate.
Yeah, he's desperate, man. And obviously Kerkez has, he's agreed terms, personal stuff. All that's not an issue. That's all sorted. Obviously, it's just Liverpool going to Bournemouth to try and get the right fee for the player. Bournemouth are already going to stand strong in their 45 million. I can't see Liverpool paying 45 million for him.
I think tops will be 40 mil.
I think I can see 38 to 40 mil, and then maybe add-ons to 45, something around that kind of area. Champions League, Premier League wins, or ups your cost sort of thing.
We're going to get a lot of money in sales. Like Kelleher, I think Brentford have approached us for Kelleher because Mark Flecken looks like he's going to Bayer Leverkusen to join Eric Ten Hag. Ironically, Flecken's part of that Ten Hag agency. So he's off. So Brentford need new number one. So 20 to 25 million for Kelleher, which is good. We're turning Brentford into our little Bournemouth. That's Sepp Vandenberg, Carvalho, and potentially Kelleher.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Thomas says, Wirtz, here we go tomorrow, lads. I have a feeling. Yeah, I got a feeling on that as well.
Yeah, I do.
So, Wirtz coming in, it's just the big look. No matter what anyone else does this summer, I think it's the signing of the summer this early on. I don't know if you're going to get a bigger transfer than that in the Premier League this summer. I'd be shocked if you do. Unless Isaac moves somewhere, and I just don't see that happening.
Nah, he's not going to stay. He's not going to go, man.
No, exactly. Wirtz,
forward options
hopefully
are not looking good. There's 10 forward options.
So it looks like Liverpool got 3 players lined up ready to rock and roll with, and that's Frimpong, Kerkez, and Wirtz. Which you put them in our team, it makes our team 20 times better than it already is this season. So it's an amazing strength in depth straight away we got at the football club with them 3 signings, and they probably all go in the team. I know Paul Joyce said Conor Bradley's going to be number 1 right back after signing that contract. I don't know if we go all in on Frimpong like we do, just to have him as a rotational player. I'm not too sure. Stott absolutely loves him. Apparently, he's been asked. I think he's been after a Frimpong since he joined Liverpool. So he's a guy he absolutely loves. So I can see all 3 of them players starting the first game of next season. I really can.
Yeah.
But let's talk about player sales as well, because where there's player buys, there's always player sales. So the breaking news tonight before we went live was obviously Luis Diaz. Now, Luis Diaz looks like he could be going to Saudi in the summer, which
is Saudi's top.
He's their top target. Yeah, it's their top target. Obviously, but the links to him in Barcelona have always been there. Barcelona want a winger to take some pressure off Rafinha and Lamine Yamal because he's only young. Just a little bit of pressure, someone to come in for him and all that. I don't know if Diaz wants to go there to be a rotational player.
I think Barca deeming too expensive as well. That's why I think Rashford could potentially
they could go. Yeah, they could go for Rashford. Might be a bit happier playing rotational for Barcelona. I think if Diaz was going to go there, he would have. He would want to be a first team player. You can't go really from playing more first team football at Liverpool into rotational. It just doesn't make sense. So the Saudi links are there. I would rather it be Saudi because I think we'll get more money for him and the transfer fee won't be a problem. I don't think we'd have to argue about the transfer fee. If Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes go, look, it's 70 million, it's 70 million. And I think Saudi will pay it as well. And here's the thing. If Liverpool sell Luis Diaz, that pretty much signed us Frimpong and Kerkez.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because if we're buying Kerkez for around the 40 million mark, we bought Frimpong for 30 million. If we sell Diaz for 70 million quid, we've pretty much made our money back on them 2 transfers, which leaves us all the money in the world to go and buy Wirtz. So when the club looks at it like that, and they table it out and they have it all written out. Because I'm telling you right now, Richard Hughes and all that, have whiteboards up, notes everywhere, data, paper, all that going, like all the ins and outs, how we can spend. Because I think Lewis still says he expects Liverpool to spend 300 million this summer.
I was literally going to pull up the thing I put in the chat, actually.
I mean, and they're going to work it all out.
Yeah, the outlay from incomings could reach up to 250 to 300 mil for Liverpool this summer. But the only way that they can achieve this is if they sell players. And there's plenty of players to get rid of.
Loads of players to get rid of, man. Loads of players. Look,
you've even got like the loan players out on loan. Kumas will fetch a bit of. Trying to think. Tyler Morton. I think Bajcetic stays. I think people asking, "Oh, are we going to get that 6 in the summer?" I don't think we're going to get a 6.
No,
Bajcetic is coming back, and then Endo literally literally there was a comment from him saying on his Liverpool future. I think I'll be at Liverpool next season. If I have the chance to play for Liverpool, would I really want to throw it away and move to another team? I wouldn't.
Big up my man.
Basically, him
Big up
saying
Endo,
he's
man.
staying.
Endo's like, nothing's bigger in Liverpool, man. Big up Endo, man.
Yeah. So I don't expect him going.
The thing is, yeah, with the Gravenberch stuff, I have this argument with a lot of Liverpool fans all the time. I know they want a new DM because they don't think Gravenberch is a defensive midfielder, and I hear you, yeah. But our manager does, right? And that's the thing. He's made Gravenberch a defensive midfielder. Now, he's not a defensive midfielder like Flacco. We know that. He's not a defensive midfielder like Rodri. We understand that. He's not that kind of defensive midfielder, but he is, at this moment in time, Arne Slot's most favoured player in that position. He doesn't play anyone else there.
Yeah.
And when, he plays him in every Premier League game, but League Cup games, FA Cup games, the man's not even in a squad. He's on holiday. He has time off. He's allowed to go home. That's how important he is to him. So, yeah, I think Gravenberch will be Liverpool's number 6 next season as well. But the midfield he's going to have around him could be even better, especially if you put Wirtz in there. McAllister. I think Szoboszlai's going to play it. I think Szoboszlai's going to play a little bit deeper next season. He tried it out, obviously, in the last Brighton game. I thought he was our best player against Brighton as well. In that deeper role, he gets more time on the ball. He's got a better passing range than people give him credit for. So I think Liverpool can mix up that defensive midfield line next season without bringing anyone in, because if they're bringing in Wirtz, the man's going to keep the ball. Guys, do you know how sick it will be, our midfield, if it's Gravenberch, McAllister and Wirtz? It's what Slot wants. He wants Liverpool to keep the ball through the midfield, play through the lines. And then you've got Szoboszlai and Endo on the bench to come on in them defensive midfield positions if needed. You got Curtis Jones who can come on and play more of a box-to-box role if needed. So yeah, there's talent in that midfield area. That Wirtz transfer just changes our whole midfield up, because Wirtz is going to play the 10. He's either going to play the 10 or over on the left if needed in certain games, yeah. But most of the time, he's going to play the number 10 position in that attacking midfield area, yeah. We're going to use him to what his abilities are. That means Szoboszlai is probably going to play a little bit deeper, which suits him. Look, I've said it all season. I've always said it. Szoboszlai doesn't really play like a 10. I always have arguments with people say, like, Liverpool don't really play a 10, because if you look at Szoboszlai's heat map, it's a very box-to-box midfielder's heat map. It's not really a number 10's heat map. He likes dropping deeper. He likes receiving the ball from a deeper position than he does in a further up the pitch position, a more attacking position.
Yeah.
It's going to mix our midfield up. And you've got Stefan there as well. Look, Stefan Bajcetic and Gravenberch are our most like-for-like players in that position. Very similar profile. Endo's there as well.
Right back, centre back, midfield. He's basically like James Milner. He's like our Milner.
So you got a lot of legs there. Look, and that's why I think we bought Frimpong. And this is my reason on it. Szoboszlai was our engine in midfield. He was our legs in that area, because we know for a fact now, because Mo said it at the end of the season, I don't run no more.
Yeah.
I don't track back. I don't get, just keep me up pitch where I go get the goals and the things that matter. And that's what I want from Mo. I don't want Mo at 33 years of age running up and down the wing. No one does. You want him in the attacking end of the pitch, in the most important parts of the pitch, to get the goals and assists, yeah? But if you're taking Szoboszlai out of that attacking midfield role, you don't want Wirtz doing Szoboszlai's job of the running. Yeah, that's why I think he's bought Frimpong, because Frimpong has got the pace, the energy, and the athleticism to do what Szoboszlai did, but in a wider position. So he can pick a ball out wide, he can take players on, he can dribble, and because he's quick, we'll get centre backs and full backs trying to take the ball off him. That's leaving gaps for Mo if he goes and plays a little bit more in towards like in that inside forward position. So I think that is why it does make sense, the Frimpong signing, when you think about it now, because Wirtz is going to play centrally. He's going to be the pivotal part of Liverpool's team next season. He's going to be that guy. He's got the vision to play it left and right, through balls to the striker, hold it up, take a player on. He's got that ability actually to drift to the left and cut in from that area of the pitch as well. So it's going to be pivotal to what Liverpool do. Yeah. And I think that's why Frimpong's coming in. I don't know what you guys in chat. I don't know what you think, Luke.
I think I agree with that.
That's what I feel, man. That's what I feel.
He's going to play a lot more than people think. I do see him playing some games at right back, some games right wing. Just depends. Horses for courses. I don't know if not we want to touch on Johnny Heitinger leaving. Potentially even going to Ajax. Apparently, Dirk Kuyt
move for him.
It's been rumoured to be coming in as coach, assistant coach. I saw Slot's original assistant at Feyenoord has been let go to Shakhtar manager. He's the favourite to come back. And then obviously people have asked for Thiago Gerrard. Don't want Gerrard as assistant manager. Sorry, Cal. Just couldn't have that.
No, Stevie. No, I don't think Stevie wants to be an assistant coach. I don't even know if Stevie wants to be a manager anymore. So, look, Johnny Heitinger leaving.
And Gutton is going. It's so funny. Former Everton player comes and wins the league.
Yeah, he's a good. He looks like he's been a great coach. He's been great for Arne Slot. I think the players absolutely love him. People talk really well about Johnny Heitinger as a coach. Look, he's going to get his chance to manage Ajax as a Dutchman. We can't stop him from doing that. That's a dream. That's probably a dream for him. So let him go and live his dream, man, managing Ajax. And we thank him for his service. But if everyone remembers rightly, when Slot got the Liverpool job, it weren't Heitinger he wanted as the assistant manager the first time round.
No, but he said that having Heitinger has probably helped him adapt to the league. So I'm wondering if he does bring back his original assistant coach, whether or not he's going to bring a coach that has got some Premier League experience.
Yeah, that's who apparently is looking. I mean, I think that guy didn't come in the first place because of visa issues or something.
No, he was Shakhtar manager. I think it was
Shakhtar manager. That's it. Yeah,
I think it was the set piece coach that had visa issues.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. And that's who he wanted in the first place, but it was at Shakhtar. So, look, the rumor at the moment is Dirk Kuyt. I don't know if everyone's seen that rumor. Now, I believe Dirk Kuyt, was he at Feyenoord when Slot was there?
He has managed before.
Yeah, he managed Feyenoord before Slot, didn't he? Or after Slot? I can't remember. No, it was before Slot, wasn't it? Yeah. So, or was it Van Persie who managed Feyenoord? No, Van Persie's managing them now.
Van Persie's the manager of Feyenoord now.
Yeah. No. Feyenoord is Dirk Kuyt's team, though, if I'm correct.
At the moment, Dirk Kuyt is a manager in Belgium, but his contract ends this summer. He's won 3, drawn 9, lost 18 this season. He has managed Feyenoord's under 19s in 2018.
There we go. I knew he was at Feyenoord.
Yeah. Then he did have a managerial job in Holland, but I think he did quite crap and got sacked. So it's not exactly, filling me with joy.
No, I hear you, but I mean, the thing is, a manager and assistant manager is quite a different thing, ain't it? So maybe we don't know if Heitinger will be good as a manager, but we know he's good as an assistant. So, I mean, Dirk Kuyt is obviously a rumour. I don't know if that rumour is just there because he's Dutch. He's got Feyenoord links and all that. I don't know if it's because of that. And then the
Easy
other rumours,
one,
obviously, the other one at the moment is Thiago, ain't it? So that's the that's the other link at the moment, Thiago, which would be look, Thiago coming back to Liverpool. I think Thiago's got a bit of a love for the club.
I think isn't he assistant at Barca under Flick? He's sort of that connection between the players because obviously Flick doesn't speak Spanish at all. Flick only speaks German.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, Hansi Flick speaks English as well. I swear I heard him speak English.
Yeah.
Most Germans do, to be fair. So
could you imagine Thiago as one of the coaches teaching Gravenberch how to do the Thiago little shimmy?
Was Thiago at the parade? That's mad.
No. I think he put out something on social media about his song being sung.
Oh, right.
Hey, don't want Pep
I don't
Linders
know.
away.
I don't know.
Don't want Pep Linders back. Hell to the no. I am not having that guy back. Hell no. But I know Slot and him are friends.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, obviously Pep's Dutch, ain't he? No.
Yeah, I will be Slot out if he brings up Linders. I swear to God. Keep
Can you
Pep
imagine
Linders
Pep Linders
away,
comes
man.
back? Can you imagine we came back?
I'll be like, yeah, Slot out. Get him out. Keep Pep Linders away from this club, man.
Guys, don't put this in the atmosphere because Pep Linders hasn't got a job at the moment.
Nah, yeah, I did
don't
see
put it in it, guys. Don't
shit manager.
Don't put this out in the atmosphere, man.
Hey, Luke hopes Buvac now, not Buvac now, mate.
No, Buvac.
Time's gone now.
I think Slot and Buvac will just argue.
Yeah.
I could see. I'm going to say it right now. I could see Linders coming back. Because Pep Linders and Slot are good mates, ain't they?
Yeah, see you later. No, yeah, Linders will write a book again saying, "Hey, look, Slot won the league because of me."
That's what Sidney's just said. Yeah, that's what Sidney's just said.
Fuck out of it, man.
I swear Slot and Linders are mates.
Yeah, they are. Linders came over to his house.
Yeah. Obviously, the Dutch connection. No one knows Liverpool like Pep. Could you imagine?
I don't give a rat's ass how much. Change the Axelock. Change it. Don't want that guy back, man.
Could you imagine?
Absolutely butchered Stefan Bajsecic's loan so badly we had to cancel it. And if I can send him off back to Spain, he's absolutely ruined Bobby Clark's career as well. Now Bobby Clark's going back to the UK. Absolutely butchered his career. I'm getting hot.
Pep Linders, man. Pep Linders. Big up Pep Linders, man. Big up Wayne in the chat as well.
Nah, fuck Pep Linders, man. Fuck him. You saw that he was going to be Norwich manager. I thought, yes, please get a job.
Yeah,
Edwards won't let it happen. Yeah, absolutely. Edwards was like, what, who? Yeah, sorry, Arnie. No effing way.
Can you imagine? We get part 2 of the book.
Put that book away, man.
We get part 2. Or we get an extended chapter. He brings the book back out, an extended chapter. The Slot years.
Okay, man.
That's all we need, man.
You're killing me here.
By the way, does everyone like my beer mats? Got Diogo Jota. Got Canate there.
Hey, I think Jota stays. I think Jota's got a lifeline.
Look at these beer mats, man. You walk alone. Virgil.
Shite,
Ali Becker one. My beer mats, man.
Yeah, I think Jota's gonna. I think Jota survives the exodus this summer.
I think Slot likes Jota.
I think that him getting his lung punctured, I think has affected him more than people have realised this summer, this season. So I reckon he's going to rest up, and I think he's got 2 years left on his contract. I don't see him getting a new contract. So this is his last season to prove himself. Don Colo Torre, no way.
Colo Torre.
Absolutely not a chance.
We need Brendan Rodgers as this.
Oh hell to the no, man.
I think it. I think it'll be. I think it'll be someone that slot rates and slot lights, man.
Yeah, you got any news about this Kanate contract? Like, come on, like, you got any news? Is he going to sign or is he going to?
I think Kanate is signed. I think Kanate is signed.
Or are we going to need to sell this fool?
No, there's been no mention of Kanate leaving the football club this summer so far. So, I think he stays, man. I think he stays. I think he gets a new deal. I think we'd be after a centre back now if Kanate was going to leave.
I still think we are after a centre back because we're willing to get rid of Kwanzaa for like 30 to 50 mil.
Yeah, but then I think we'd be after two, wouldn't we? Because you still need another defender. So,
have we got any young defenders in the academy at all? That
you'd have to replace a player like Kanate. Kanate's like top drawer, isn't he? So you'd have to replace him properly. But I don't think we'll. I think when Howson decided to go to Real Madrid, I think that's when Liverpool decided, you know what, we'll probably give Kanate what he wants because maybe no one out there in the market. I don't think Liverpool should be replacing Kanate. It should be keeping Kanate and Virgil. Get a young centre back in that they really rate. That's better than what Kwanzaa is, and then let Kwanzaa go.
Or walk with me. Yeah, I did see Luke Caper was linked. What happens if slot season pre-season? Oh, yeah, I like Brashetic at centre back. You know.
Yeah. God no. Zia said, Jamie, you got your redirect switched off. Who tried to redirect to me? I'll check it out. I don't know who tried to redirect to me, man. Zia, who tried to redirect? Let me know. Yeah, the Cabers. Yeah, the Cabers. Yeah, not good, man. Not good. Oh, right. Oh, on Mo show. I don't know why it's off. I'll have to check it out, man. I'll have to check it out. I don't know why it's off at the moment.
Is the assistant at City could be available? Yeah, I did see that basically City are basically shaking up their backroom staff. Nah, I'm not getting the don't want the City guys. Pep's getting rid of them for a reason.
No, my friend. No. It's just Real Madrid PR because they want Trent for the World Club Championships. That's all
it's an opinion piece by an Everton fan.
Yeah, it's all good. Shankly, that better be a joke.
Yeah. We're getting blocked from the channel. No, jokes.
Could you imagine? Like big defender, Lecaba has emerged as a target for Liverpool. The Premier League champions are exploring the potential cost of the deal. This is coming in 50 minutes ago. If you go for Lecaba, that means Kanate is going because they won't be getting Lecaba as a third choice.
Oh, no. Hey, Liam Delap is Chelsea's top target. The centre forward. So does that mean Ekitike is still coming to Chelsea, or is that just if Frankfurt chucking their name in the hat to basically say Liverpool, hey, pay up?
So this Ekitike stuff, the way I see it, yeah, I think Liam Delap goes to Chelsea because he wants to play Champions League football, so he's turned Man United down. Can you imagine getting turned down by the Ipswich striker?
Are you giving Cunha 200 grand a week and you lost to some fucking absolute bums today? I'll give you disgraceful stuff.
So this striking situation, this is how I'm going to look at it, yeah. I honestly believe Liverpool only want one of two strikers, and that's Isaac or Julian Alvarez. And I don't know if Liverpool think they're attainable this season. I got this feeling Liverpool might get a forward that's a lot cheaper, so next summer they can get their main guy.
I wouldn't say Ekitike is the cheaper option.
I don't think I think Liverpool want João Pedro.
Oh, yeah, see you later. No
And
way.
I understand why as well.
I don't want
but-
Richarlison at my club, man.
But it's because he's 50 million quid, yeah? I think Liverpool desperately want Isaac or Julian Alvarez. And if you listen to Thierry Henry on the overlap the other day, he's basically saying like every Premier League club should get Julian Alvarez. He's the top striker for him.
I'd rather get Gyökeres, man. I'd rather get Gyökeres because he's going to be a similar price to Pedro.
And the thing is, there's been a lot of chat about Watkins as well lately.
Oh,
I don't know if people know that. I think Liverpool might look for a make-way striker while they're waiting for their main target, which, by the way, if their main target is Isaac or Julian Alvarez, I'm willing to wait a year. I ain't lying.
Please do it, Pedro. He's shite. He dates 15-year-olds.
Whoa.
In his defense, he was 18 when he moved over and his girlfriend was 15.
It's still
Bit
not good.
dodgy.
It's still not good.
I have to say, there are some meaty strikers.
And that's why I think Liverpool are after the
prices on the market.
I just look at it and go, Alvarez is bang average. What? No. We'll have to agree to disagree there with my friend.
Don't need Pedro. Salah takes the penalties. Pedro's a penalty merchant. He's a penalty merchant. He's always injured. He is a little arrogant little sod. He can't stay fit. So hell to the no.
But yeah, we don't usually time stop gaps, and that's why I was about to get to this. My only other thing is that they play Wirtz as a false 9 this season.
No.
And wait for their striker, man.
No, I've seen that Wirtz has been played as a playmaker. Has been told he's been played as a playmaker. He's not playing.
I hope, because look, I know a lot of people don't like Ekitike, and some people like Ekitike. Some people believe Ekitike is very close to what Isaac was when he was younger as well. Which
weak power is as weak as piss. He needs to hit the gym on those legs, man.
I don't watch enough of Ekitike to put a real.
I've just seen highlights
on it. Yeah,
he's basically. I think I compared him to Cody Gakpo up front. It's the frame. It's the. I think Ekitike is quicker, probably got a bit more technical ability, but he always wants to drift out to the left wing, man. I need someone that wants to stay in the box and scores goals.
No, I'm with you, man. Look, I look what Slot wants. I think Slot wants a striker that is a facilitator and a goal scorer. That's why he wants Alvarez or Isaac for me. That's why he's after that.
Or just get Harry Kane from Bayern Munich.
Yeah,
broken his trophy curse is good enough for me.
I know we've spent money on wages on players in their 30s. I just don't see us buying a player like that right now. Gyökeres maybe. I just feel like we're going after. Maybe it's just because I've got a bit of thing about my football club that we're going after Wirtz is going to cost us probably around 89, 90 million quid, right?
I think we're going to get Ekitike now.
And then Ekitike is going to cost us about 65 million quid. Now, the only way they get Ekitike is if they sell Darwin Núñez. Lewis Steele and Paul Joyce come out with that today. The only way Liverpool get a striker is if they sell Darwin Núñez. Firstly, I know they don't want Darwin Núñez, Jota, and a new striker all on their books when we only play one striker. So
that's why I think Jota is going to be a very lucky boy.
He's going to stay.
And he's going to stay because we're going to need that experience striker whilst the new striker beds in. And with the lap looking like he's heading to Chelsea, because I think the way the centre forwards is going to rock and roll, Arsenal will get Gyökeres, Chelsea will get the lap, unless Chelsea are going to get the lap and Ekitike, which I doubt it. For me, Šeško's not going anywhere. I think RB Leipzig wants like 93 million quid. Not a chance in hell that is happening. So
Yeah,
the
my man,
options
Nick.
are pretty limited. You've got Jonathan David on the free. You've got Rutegi from Atalanta.
Do you know Jonathan David's 28?
No, he's 25, mate.
He's 25. Someone said when he was 28 earlier.
He's 25.
Maybe, I don't know what someone was saying.
25. So, right, Sheshko and Ekatike. I think I was watching Enz's stream where when you look at the conversion rate between Ekatike and Darwin Núñez, it's not looking good, bruv. So, yeah. Looking good. Darwin Núñez got better conversion rate than Hugo Ekatike this season, which is not exactly filling me with joy.
25, yeah. He's 25. Yeah, look, the strike options are a bit.
Saudi, man.
I think a lot of clubs are feeling that Ekatike could be the next Isaac, because I think that's what people are looking at. Benjamin Sesko's rumour. I think Benjamin Sesko's going to leave. I think all of them going to leave. You know, I think Gyökeres is going to get a new player. Ekatike, Benjamin Sesko. They look like they're all moving in the summer.
Do you think Ekatike? Look, Gyökeres available 55 million for me. It went Isaac Gyökeres. Gyökeres was my second choice. Striker, my second choice.
It's weird with Gyökeres, ain't it? That no one's just come in for him yet and just paid them the money. It looks like Arsenal are going to do it. It looks like Arsenal are going to get Gyökeres, but I'm shocked that it's taken so long for anyone to come in for Gyökeres, because when you look at his numbers, when you actually look at his numbers on paper, it's like, why is no one going for him?
Those underlying metrics that puts people off. Is he massively overperforming his XG? Because for me, when people look at XG, people like Ekatike underperforms, but I want to see if Gyökeres is massively outperforming his XG. And if that's the case, I think that's what's putting clubs off.
Maybe.
If he's massively exceeding his XG, people are thinking, oh, is he just going to go off to average? And really, yeah, his numbers in the Portuguese league, but we got duped into signing Darwin Núñez off the back of one half decent season at Benfica.
Like Gyökeres is what, 26? Would he be 27 next season, Gyökeres?
27 next week, I think.
See, if Gyökeres was 22, scoring the goals that he is, I think he'd have a lot more takers. I think someone would have snapped him up. But being almost 26, yeah, I can. He's a late bloomer, obviously. You know, he's obviously a late bloomer. But when you watch Portuguese football, like we did a highlight show on my Big Up about Gyökeres and looked at his goals and all that. He can have like 5 touches in the penalty box where he shoots.
You can't have that in the Premier League.
Yeah, maybe that's what's put people off. I think Benjamin Sesko, what I've watched of Benjamin Sesko, because what I don't like doing, I don't like telling people about this player and that player when I've not actually watched them enough. So with Benjamin Sesko, I can only go on the highlights I saw. We did a highlights program on my Big Up channel, watching Benjamin Sesko, and he has got some nice technique and some nice touches and that about him. So he does look promising, but I can only say that through highlights. I've not honestly sat there and not.
It's 35%.
Yeah, I mean, I just can't really. I just don't know. I can only go what I see. I've watched a lot of Julian Alvarez, you know, for Man City, for Argentina, quite a bit for Atletico Madrid, and I can say the man's a baller. You know what I mean?
Want Darwin Núñez, then we need to sit at the table and let's talk business. If that's the case,
I've been shouting for Julian Alvarez for a long time now. You know, I've been on that train for a while. The thing with Ekatike, look, Ekatike's numbers might improve playing for Liverpool. This is one thing we're going to have to say. For Liverpool, he's going to have far better talent around him. Same with Benjamin Sesko. Benjamin Sesko might even be better playing for Liverpool because he's got better talent around him. If he's got Salah and Wirtz around him, Jesus Christ, do you know what I mean? you'll go and get chances most games to get your numbers high. You know what I mean? Salah with the Travellas, Wirtz with the through balls, Cody off the left-hand side, maybe McAllister with his passing. You'll go and get opportunity. You got Kerkez and Frimpong down the wings, just bombing crosses into the box. You're going to get chances. I'll go and score goals. And Benjamin Sesko's like 6'5". He's great in the air. If you're buying Kerkez and Frimpong who like to cross the ball into the box, it would help to have a striker who's in there, who's good in the air as well. So maybe that's why they're looking at Benjamin Sesko. Maybe that's why. And look, if he's as talented as a lot of people say he is, you know, and some people say he's not. Again, I don't watch him, man.
I think one of his coaches said that he'll be one of the best number 9s in the world. And I thought, nah, come on, man.
I just need the talent Liverpool have around him. If Sesko came to Liverpool and got 15 Premier League goals in his first season, it's a success. Because I don't expect, unless you go and get Isak for me is probably the only player who's going to outscore Mo Salah. Right? And like, Isak is obviously at Newcastle. He couldn't outscore Mo Salah this season. Mo Salah outscored everyone else. But Mo's a unicorn like that as a right winger. I think Salah's still going to outscore most strikers, even if they come to Liverpool. Yeah. Especially with Frimpong and Conor Bradley playing right back now. They're going to be overlapping him, which means Salah's not going to be as wide as he usually is, which means he's probably going to score more goals next season. His assists might actually dry up a little bit because he's going to be more in front of the goal. So if you get a striker like a Sesko, who scores you 15 Premier League goals,
I don't think we'll get any more information on the centre forward until probably next week or the week after, because I think at the moment we're all steams ahead to get these 3 deals over the line. I'll be very interested to see which defender we get. Defender and striker for me are the last 2 positions. I don't think we'll get a midfielder.
No, I don't. Well, the midfielder's Wirtz, only so.
No, I mean like a deep line.
I don't think we get a deep line because I think he's going to play. You got with Wirtz there. You got more. You can change the way you are a little bit in that area. But Slot said it himself at title when we lifted the cup up on Sunday when he was getting interviewed. He said, we are going to have to change the way we play next season so we don't look the same. Yeah, by which way I love, so we're not predictable.
My manager just oozes aura.
So we're changing the way we play next season. Slot has said that himself. Frimpong's coming in.
Even Salah alluded to, people have worked out how we're setting up, but the boss says we've got to change that.
It's the Frimpong. Do you know, even the Wirtz signing, I understand we're buying Wirtz. We need a creative number 10, yeah? It's the Frimpong signing that I think is going to be the key. I know this might sound weird, yeah? I think Frimpong might be the key to everything, and that's why we bought him. Slot's bought him for a reason. It's not the fact that he doesn't like Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley will play a lot of football next season. There's no doubt about that. More football he's ever played. But there's something about Frimpong that I think he does. You know, if you watch Frimpong play, he's very attack-minded. He dribbles very well. Left to right foot, very good. Can shoot, can score goals. He always plays with his head up. He likes getting to the byline. He overlaps, underlaps. I think the Frimpong signing is there to change the way our midfield dynamic is, because I do think Szoboszlai will play deeper next season. That's why we're going for Wirtz, and it's going to allow us to have more time on the ball through the midfield, and then we're going to have more options out wide. Because unfortunately for Liverpool, like Robbo, as much as I love Robbo, and I think we all got a soft spot for Robbo, we know he's falling off, but prime Robbo was 100 miles an hour up and down for 90 minutes without getting tired every week. Yeah. Robbo gets forward now. He hasn't got the energy to get back. Trent at right back gets forward and then can't be bothered jogging back. You know what I mean? So when you've got 2 fullbacks like Frimpong, Bradley, and Kerkez, playing up and down with that pace. If you're controlling the midfield area, so Boslai's a bit deeper, got McAllister, Gravenberch, you've got Wirtz, and you've got these fullbacks that can bomb forward and get back at pace, you've got more chance of dominating the midfield area and playing the pitch really wide. So Frimpong's on the touchline, Kerkez is on the touchline, they're playing really wide, touch tight, and you stretch your midfield across and you can play the balls out wide. You can look for more gaps through the middle. And I think that's what Liverpool are trying to do, man. It's his Feyenoord. It's what he did at Feyenoord. He had his winger, he had his fullbacks touch tight, wide, make the pitch nice and wide, play the ball a lot through the middle. The midfield was the main part of his game. They kept the ball. They're techie, keeping it 1-2s, looking for the lines, passing. I think that's what we're looking at next season. That's why I think Frimpong is an excellent bit of business. I think it'd be more like a 4-2-4 next season. I really do. I think it'd be the striker and Wirtz sort of next to each other, the two wide players, the two sitting, and then the four at the back.
I do have a slight issue with that potentially. Potentially go a slight issue with that. Could get cut open in that midfield. Just in certain games, we could get.
I think that's why he's gone for pacey fullbacks that can get back.
Yeah, I'd be a bit concerned if he wants to play that. I'll be a bit concerned. I think
he'll give it away. Give it too much.
I just remember the Arsenal away game. We got absolutely torn apart in that middle of the park because they played the 4-2-4. And I think some games we'll be able to get away with it. Some games we need to stick to the rigid 4-2-3-1.
Well, it can go 4-2-4 and 4-4-2, can't it? Yeah. And I think
I trust him. I trust him. I trust because obviously he bought us number 20, and his name is Arne Slot. It's definitely got my trust for next season.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely.
Get this guy's contract sorted out, man. Get Slot his contract, man.
It's just going to be interesting how we set up because if we are buying a striker, 4-2-4 doesn't work unless you have 8 attackers. I'm not saying he plays it like as his formation. What I mean by it, you have because of Wirtz, guys. I think what we got to remember here, what we got to really remember is our fullbacks last year was shit, right? And they couldn't get up and down the pitch, so they didn't have recovery runs. And I think that's why he's looking at young, pacey, techie fullbacks. Because the difference of having quality fullbacks that have got pace like that, you've got ability to go back the other way. And if you've got the ability to go back the other way, you can play a little bit more risky, higher up the pitch, which I think Slot wants to do.
I've just seen that comment there. Taking the head ball, you're creating the formation.
I'm just saying, man. I think that's something he could play, man. I think it's something he could play. You can even turn it free in the back as well. Depending on who you're playing. Like Gravenberch can play as that sort of like third centre back, allowing everyone else to push up. Because I think Gravenberch play a lot deeper than he did this season. I think he'll sit back a lot more, especially if you've got Wirtz and McAllister in that midfield. You don't need Gravenberch to push forward at all. They can control it with them two there. So, and obviously, if you are playing a bit more risky and a bit more higher up, it'd be best to have your defensive midfielders just sitting back a little bit more, screening it, and have your two centre-backs alongside him and allowing your full-backs to get forward. So it's going to be interesting, man. It will be interesting.
I actually can't wait for the new season to start. I can't wait for the transfers. I do think we've got a good chance to going back-to-back.
Yeah, man, so do I. Who else do you think is going to get sold? Because we heard Kelleher today.
He's going to get sold?
Yeah, so Kelleher looks like he could be going to Brentford. Brentford put in a 20-odd million quid for Kelleher. I think it's too cheap. I think Liverpool probably look for 30 million for Kelleher at least.
I think it's 25 I saw.
Yeah.
Get the squad. So who do you think will go? Kostas Tsimikas. He's gone. He's out of here. Kevin Kelleher out of here. Kwanzaa, I think he'll go. Tyler Morton goes. Harvey Elliott goes. Darwin Nunez El Boro, he goes. Arguably the best chant in football at the moment. I think he goes.
Yeah,
Federico Chiesa, I think he goes.
Mm.
And I think Lucho Diaz goes.
Yeah, the fact that Liverpool haven't given him a new contract yet.
That's out of the first team squad. I'm not. If you want me to go through the players that are out on loan, that
I think Harvey Elliott goes as well.
I think the loan players, that's a whole different conversation, because I do think on transfer market, I'm trying to find the loan players.
Big up H. Much love, man. Much love. Appreciate it, love, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, with Harvey Elliott, if you're Harvey Elliott right now and you're hearing that Wirtz it looks like he's coming to Liverpool. You got Frimpong, who could play right wing if Salah's not available. There's another position that you're not going to play. Curtis Jones is above you in the pecking order as well. Where does Harvey Elliott... Harvey Elliott got hardly any game time this season. If Wirtz is coming and Frimpong's coming in, where does Harvey play? Now, I love Harvey to death, yeah. I think he's a talented young player, yeah. He's obviously a big Liverpool fan.
I think he knows he's coming. I think
we all love the guy. Yeah, I don't want to see Harvey not playing a lot of football. That kid needs to go out and be special and play. I think Harvey needs to leave.
I think in March, I think when the transfer stuff happening, I reckon Slot, Edwards and Hughes have sat players down where certain players are going. But at the end of the season, you need to find a new club.
Yeah. Will I take
players out on loan?
Yeah, I would, yeah.
Sell Doak, keep Archetic, Nat Phillips is on a free. I forgot Calvin Ramsey. Sell him.
Oh, Calvin Ramsey and all these players, they're gone.
Yeah, sell. And Amanda Philly, keep on the bench.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about Amanda Philly in a minute. But the thing with Harvey Elliott, I know a lot of you saying loan Harvey. I don't think there's a point of loaning Harvey, because loaning Harvey to play some games and then come back and still not get in the team, it's probably not going to help him. I think for Harvey's development, you probably should sell him.
But get a decent chunk of change.
I'd love to keep Harvey. If Harvey wants to be a squad player because he wants to play for Liverpool, then keep him. You know what I'm saying? Because I love the guy and I think he can do a bit off the bench, but you got to make sure he's a young guy at the same time that he needs to play football. Harvey can't just be sitting there for 2 years straight, hardly playing football at his young age. It's not good for him. He knows that. His dad knows that. They will be talking all the time going, look, you need to play. You're a young kid. You can't be...
Don't get in that England squad.
Yeah, you got to go and develop your game and move on. So I could see if a good offer comes in for Harvey.
35, 40 million.
Yeah, I could see Harvey going if a good deal comes in. But look, like my man Spider says, you put a sell-on clause on him. I hear that as well. Buyback clause, anything like that. Yeah, and he's. I reckon you get 40 million for Harvey Elliott. I really do. I really do. Yeah, Harvey at Leverkusen. That could make a lot of sense as well. Tyler Morton. Yeah, see you later, son.
Yeah, his posts. His posts. You can tell the players that made emotional posts.
Yeah, they're thinking
know their situation. Simicast, Elliot. I'm trying to think of else.
This link says the 10 spot would be Wirtz and Elliot since we need to rotate. I hear you, but we needed to rotate with Szoboszlai last season and he still didn't play Elliot.
Ten Hag will ruin him.
The thing is, though, I could see if Szoboszlai is not going nowhere, so for me, your 3 10s are probably Wirtz, Szoboszlai, and Curtis Jones. I think they're all ahead of Harvey. That's the problem. That's the problem. I look again. I wouldn't sell Harvey. I love the guy. I want him to play well for us, but I just don't know where he plays, man. McConnell. I think McConnell will go on loan. I actually think Slot likes McConnell, so I think he might go on loan.
I forgot about McConnell. You know.
Simicast. Yeah, Simicast is gone. I've been hearing rumours of Simicast leaving today for a bit of decent money as well. So, Tyler Morton will go. I think Liverpool will make a good bit of money. Look, obviously everyone knows my thing with Luis Diaz. I've grown to love Luis Diaz actually this season and appreciate the player that he actually is. I would like to keep Luis Diaz, but if a good offer comes in for Luis Diaz at his age, Liverpool going to have to say yes to it.
Yeah. I do expect us to bring through some of the youth players. You know, maybe see more of Rio, Trent, Cohen Doherty, you know, Trainioni.
Yeah, Trainees alone, man.
Yeah.
Trainees alone.
I'm just trying to see if there's anything, but I don't.
Big up George, man. Big up George of the becoming a
George.
member. Much love to you, George. Appreciate love, my friend. Much love to you, man. Obviously, and like Scrap says, definitely ain't turning down a big offer Diaz or Gakpo. And the thing today,
the Gakpo stuff is you know how the Real Madrid hijacking Wirtz? For me, that's just buying pettiness. That's a buying pettiness because we've stolen Wirtz. It's just pettiness.
I hear you. I won't be against
add
it.
A left winger to the shopping list as well this summer.
Look, there is a world where I can see Gakpo and Diaz all leaving this summer.
How much do you want? 5 or 6?
I could see it happening because if there's serious money on the table, I think Liverpool will go be listening to serious money. The thing is, if the Saudi club come in with a £70 million bid for Luis Diaz, he's gone. For £70 million, he's gone. The thing with Luis Diaz right now, yeah, he's coming into his 2 years left of his contract. He's 28. I think he's 28 years of age. Yeah, Liverpool would have to give him a new contract this summer because you can't. I can't see why Liverpool haven't given him a new contract yet because the contract that Luis Diaz is on is so small. Liverpool could easily increase that, protect their value, and keep Diaz for another year and sell him the year after.
They're probably thinking, is he going to hit the same numbers next season?
And that's the thing.
This is the $1 million question. Are they looking at their chips and thinking, are we going to cash in on him? Like the left, let's say the left wing market. You know, I've said about the striker markets looking a little bit mediocre. I think the left wing one it's looking a little bit not great as well.
I think Cody stays up.
Cody stays. It's Diaz that goes for me.
Yeah, at the 2 left wingers, I think Diaz leaves.
I think somehow.
Kids has got a point here. Does Diaz want to go Saudi though? I hear you.
The money, man. It's the money. It's the money.
He's going to be 28, 29. He could go there and get a bag.
If you asked him, you'll probably go Barcelona. But Barca deem him too expensive. A Rashford loan deal seems the cheaper option. So his hands basically tied. I don't think we're going to give him that. But how much does he want at the moment? Does he want a little bit of, you know, how much does he want? 180, 190, 200? He ain't going to get that at Liverpool. You're lucky if he's going to get 150, 160 here.
I think if Liverpool go keep Cody Gakpo, they'd probably give him a contract around 150 grand a week. Cody Gakpo, sorry, Luis Diaz. If they're going to keep Luis Diaz, they would have offered him a deal around 140, 150 grand a week mark. The fact that that's not happened yet, and it doesn't seem like it's around the corner anytime soon. We've heard no whispers of Diaz sitting down with the football club to discuss a new contract or anything like that.
No.
You know, he's going to go off on his holidays now and do what he needs to do. So I just, Liverpool don't want a situation with Diaz where they go into next year and they lose value on Luis Diaz and he gets a year older. That's what they got to think about as well. So it only makes sense for Liverpool to go, if you're not signing a new deal, we'll go look for a new club for you because we'd love to keep you. But if you're here next year, you're a year older and your value gets left for us. So it's not,
Sure.
you know, we might as well sell you this summer. So that's for me how it looks. If there's no contract situation with Luis Diaz, I think they sell him this summer, man. Big up my man Spider says, unpopular take here, lads. Jones does my head in. Big passing numbers, but always sideways and backwards. He doesn't create chances or pass forward enough. It slows up our transition if he wasn't Scouse. No, I hear you.
Wasn't Scouse, he'd probably still be sticking around. He ain't going nowhere.
I think Curtis has got one more year left at Liverpool.
Well, do you think so? I think he's pretty safe.
Yeah,
I think he's pretty safe. He's just a squad option.
Yeah, I think he'd be here this season.
What's his contract looking like?
I think he just signed a new deal, didn't he?
Contract looking like.
I think he's got like 4 years left on it, man.
Has he got a 4-year deal? Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
Oh.
And plus, he sort of gave Trent the side eyes as well on that parade.
Yeah, he did, man. I think Curtis might leave 26, 27
His contract expires in 2027.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. He might.
He's got a year left. He's got 2 years left on his deal, basically.
Yeah,
Well, how much is he on, actually? How much is he on?
10 grand a week, I think.
Fuck off. 10 grand a week?
I think
Jesus
that's what Curtis is on, yeah. I
Christ.
think it's 10 grand a week. 15 grand, something like that.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. Sign him up to a new deal, a little bit of a bump.
I think they might give Curtis a new contract to protect his value.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's. I think they'll protect his value, so I can see him getting a new contract. And yeah, and then you just protect what he is. He's only a young guy still, plenty of time. Big up, Scary Terry says Atletico Madrid said that Alvarez is the future of the club, future captain. But he said if someone came in and can afford him big wages, they won't match it. I've left the door open. And this is what I'm saying.
Darwin Núñez plus cash.
It could happen this season. For me, I still believe Liverpool go look to buy Julian Alvarez next summer.
For me, I'd go.
That's what I reckon.
Atletico. For you, Darwin Núñez is 40 mil. We slap another 60 on for Julian Alvarez. Everyone's happy. Everyone's happy.
Mm. Yeah, Jones should be on about 60k. Oh, he's got a contract extension. There he goes up to 50k now.
50k. I didn't see that.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Fair dues. Fair dues. Liverpool sister, I said I would get Eze or Semenyo.
Oh hell no, Semenyo. I get Eze. Eze all day.
There you go. Here's one. What if Liverpool? This might be the edibles talking. What if Liverpool decide, you know what, we'll go get Florian and Bournemouth play up front?
Hey, I'm down for that. I'm down for that. If people don't know, like for me, before this season, I was getting Buemo 6 Salah up front. I am a bit concerned of the AFCON, situation. AFCON, Salah's missing the whole of the Christmas period. So that's a bit of a concern. So I don't want Victor Osimhen. I don't want to build the spine of, I'm going to say this politically correct, I don't want a spine of the team that disappears after AFCON for a whole month to 6 weeks. Can't be having that.
Big up, Ant. Yeah, I knew that, Ant. Big up, man. Look, Embuemo apparently is not going to Man United now. That was the news today.
take him.
What? And here's the thing, and I'm not saying putting Mbeumo's a stopgap, yeah, but Mbeumo can play
Up front,
wide.
and
He can play. He can play off the wide areas as well. So, what if Liverpool are thinking about someone like Brian Mbeumo, who's Premier League proven and can score goals? He's quick, he's pacey, he can run in behind, he can score goals. We've seen this season. I think he got 20 goals this season. So he's a goal scorer. He's very quick, very sharp, very athletic. What if Liverpool think, you know what? Julian Alvarez is our guy, but we can't get him this summer. You know, what if they go with someone like that? I'd be all right with it because
I'm down for that. Just the price. It's all
yeah,
about the price.
I'd be down for it because if that's the case and they're going, right, we're getting our guy next summer, but we're getting this guy now. And then you're thinking, oh, what are you going to do with Mbeumo? And then you're like, oh, Mbeumo can play out wide as well. So it's not a waste of a signing. You got options for him there when you do get the new striker the following summer. You know, that could be a thing. Because I'm trying to think, like, would Brian Mbeumo score more goals up front for Liverpool than Ekitike? Let me know in the chat, guys. I'm going to give you some names in the chat. Would Brian Mbeumo score more goals up front for Liverpool than Ekitike?
Plays right wing, though, Jay. That's the thing. And Buemo's plays right. I'll check.
Yeah, but he prefers playing up front, apparently. That's where he prefers.
What does he?
Yeah, that's where he prefers.
So he's got 27 GA in 38 Premier League games.
Yeah.
So this season, he has played. I'll have a look now.
Oh, a lot of you say no. Some saying yes. 50-50.
I'll have a look now. So he has played up front 5 times this season, where he has scored 4 goals. And on the right wing, he's played 29 times, 13 goals, 7 assists. So he has played as a centre forward this season, got 4 and 5.
It's like I'm just throwing out there, I'm trying.
Yeah, AFCON's an issue. That's the only thing, AFCON, man.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get my head round who we would get for a striker.
Speaking about earlier about Ekitike's underperforming XG, Brian Mbeumo, this is the most efficient he's ever been in front of goal. So is this going to be his new norm, or is this... So you never go by an African player again? No. It's not what I'm saying, but I think the way that the squads need to be constructed, I think you have to keep in mind that when these competitions roll around, you're going to have to be aware that are you really going to lose your spine going to AFCON? AFCON's longer this year. That's why I'm concerned. So I didn't want Victor Osimhen. You don't want 2/3 of your front line leaving for 6 weeks. Personally,
I'll tell you what, though. I'm just throwing things out there, guys, as well, like these players' names and what we could be doing. But the more I think about it, if Liam Delap does go to Chelsea, I think we get Ekitike.
Yeah,
But I think we're paying. I think they'll get a deal for Ekitike. I think they'll be looking to spend 60-65 million on Ekitike.
Yeah, not 100 million euros. You must be absolutely out.
I know they want 100 million euros, which is like what?
85 million
quid. It's not going to happen, man. I think Liverpool can do a deal where they get Ekitike for around 65 million quid. And yeah, as someone said in the chat that right now, Mark Edwards is, he likes that kind of forward, maybe. Ekitike spelled backwards as Ekitike. I'm not sure why we're not interested in Delap. I've been on the Delap train all season, man. Ratugi, the Argentinian/Italian striker, plays for Atalanta. Now I watch.
Mateta. I like Mateta.
Yeah, I like Mateta. I've watched a lot of Atalanta this season, and Ratugi's a good player. I just think it's a bit. I don't know. I think it's a bit small, personally. A bit lightweight. I think he suits Italian football, personally. I think he suits Italian football to a T. But he is cheap. I think it's like 38 million quid or something like that. So he is cheap. Delap's a good player, man. I like Delap, man. I think he's a good footballer. I think whoever gets him, go have a heck of a player there. But yeah, Mateta's a good player. I just don't think Mateta. I don't know. He's quite a purple patch player as well. Good footballer though. I don't mind him. I used to speak to a lot of Crystal Palace fans, not too long back, because they didn't like Mateta. Yeah, I like Delap, man. Delap was my choice. He was
If
my guy.
Mateta was 3 to 4 years younger, I'd be all over that.
Mm. Do you know what? I think Liverpool think Ekitike is, because if you actually look at Ekitike's all his stats, if you look at Ekitike's stats, I think Enz did this earlier. If you look at Ekitike's stats, they're very similar to Isak's. They're extremely similar to what Isak does, like all his stats. So, in the way he plays and that. So, I think Liverpool feel like he's like a cheaper version of Isak. And that's why I think we're in for him. It's a similar profile. Exactly, has a very similar profile. Thoughts on Osman? Big up, Happy Clapper. I think what I read about Osman, he looks like he's off to Saudi, I believe, were the rumours. It's a weird one with Osman. Osman's a very, very good goal scorer, but never, no one went for him, did they? I mean, he was there at Napoli. He was gettable at Napoli, especially everything his owner did, at Napoli. So he was very gettable, and he ended up on loan in Turkey. He's had a good spell in Turkey, but it looks like he might be going to Saudi. But it was a player I would have been interested in at the time. Yeah, as Wirtz signed, not yet, Jan, but I don't think it's going to be long. We think Friday. That's what we're thinking. Friday.
Yeah.
Blow Friday, man. That's what we're saying, man. Yeah, that's what we think. I think Gyökeres is off to Arsenal by the sounds of it. Is it Berta, the new sporting director there at Arsenal?
Yeah,
apparently,
Berta is pushing.
Yeah, he's really pushing
Arteta's
for
pushing back.
Yeah.
Arteta wants Sesko.
Arteta's not going to get his way, man. He's not going to get his way at all. I think Gyökeres is Arsenal bound. But yeah, look, guys, big up to everyone. It's getting late. It's gone 1 a.m. The Wirtz still, I believe, will happen. I'm confident it'll happen now. I think it'll be Flow Friday. That's what we're going to call it. Yeah. I think that's where we get some news on it. I think it'll be.
I think we'll get news tomorrow, to be fair, Jay. I think we'll get news
hopefully,
tomorrow.
Man. Hopefully. And I'm not
worried at all, man.
And then I think Kerkez will be linked. I think that'll be
Kerkez will be
right
next
after.
week.
And they're the three. I think they'll be our first 3 signings of the summer. And then as the summer goes on, I think we'll be looking at a striker and a centre back. I think a striker will be our next buy, because I think they're going to try and ship Darwin off and get the striker in that they're looking for.
I think they'll get the striker and ship him off.
Yeah. The striker will come in first, then they let Darwin go and get the money. Because if you let Darwin go, if they sell Diaz and Darwin, you're looking at almost £100 million back.
What? Got money now.
You're going to look at £100 million back from just them 2 transfers, aren't you? So with 100, them 2 transfers cover, quite a bit of the cost for everything else. So
So the first half of the window up until pre-season will be getting transfers in. After pre-season, I think players that don't go to the tour will be telling.
Extremely telling, man. Extremely telling. I think we'll keep Joppa. Joppa? Who's Joppa? I think we'll keep Jota.
Yeah,
I think Slot likes Jota, to be fair.
He's safe for now.
Yeah, I think Slot likes him. Look, the thing with Jota, like that goal he scored against, who was it?
Everton.
He's still got that in his locker. And if Jota has a good summer off and plenty of rest, because obviously he was at the Euros, came back after injury, played the Euros, picked up a knock. I don't think he was fully fit for this season. I really don't. I think it was a fitness thing for Jota. But that goal against Everton and what he can do, you can tell he's still got something about him. And I think a fully fit Jota next season with a nice rest this summer, feeling fresh. I think Jota does. I think Jota does. That punctured lung he got in that injury was.
I think that took more
serious.
out of what people wanted to admit.
We still have Chiesa. I think Chiesa's go, my friend. I think Chiesa's go.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, much love for everyone. Guys, I will be live again tomorrow on my Big Up channel for the Vibes with Coppish show. If you don't know what Big Up is, let me just show you right now on the main screen. There we go. There's Big Up there, guys. So that's my Big Up channel. If you don't know what Big Up is, guys, if you've never been over there, so Big Up is like YouTube, but we don't get copyrighted over there. No copyright. So what we can do on Big Up, we can show full highlights of games, a bit like Match of the Day. So we can show you highlights if you guys want, like we've been talking today. So we've been talking about players today, like Wirtz and, strikers and Frimpong and Kerkez. We can't look at compilations on YouTube because it gets copyright and banned. On Big Up, we can do that. It's allowed. They allow it. They love it. So, guys, make sure you go over to Big Up and subscribe to my channel over there. I will link it in the chat. And, I'll link it in the chat, man. So I have put the link in the chat. And over there as well is where you'll see my Vibes with Coppish show, as you can see here. Yes, there's my Vibes with Coppish show, as we can see here as well, guys.
Done, you know what I mean, in that regard.
But as you can see, we can show football like that.
If we're being realistic, we would much prefer to be sitting there in this East
without copyright.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
shall be real. So yeah, get over there, guys. Subscribe to my Big Up channel. That is where you're going to see every Thursday night at 10:30 the Vibes with Coppish show. Also, we'll have watch-alongs over there, tactical breakdowns, tactical analysis shows, and all that sort of stuff. So make sure you get over to Big Up. It's a great place to be. Lots of content coming there, especially next season. So go and subscribe to that. The link is in the live chat. And 10:30 tomorrow, Thursday night. Me and the Coppish boys, all four of us together talking Liverpool. So make sure you're joining us. It's not an app at the moment. You just go on www.bigup.com /Jamie Phillips Football Chats, and you are in. It's on the web. It's on the. It's not an app at the moment. You can only get it on the web. So yeah, just go to bigup.com /Jamie Phillips Football Chats. Subscribe to my channel, and you're in. All you need is an email and password to comment in the live chat like you do on YouTube. It's as simple as that, guys. 10:30 tomorrow night, guys. 10:30 tomorrow night. Just hit the link, man. Just hit the link. Yeah, it's just a web at the moment. The app is coming. The app is on its way. It's developing it all the time, guys. It's a big thing, man. And there is an app on the way. There's loads of people on there. Team Coppish are on there, Never a Foul. You got Rory Talks Football. You got Drifty, Matt, myself. You got shitloads of content creators over there, guys. Loads. We do tactical analysis shows. As you can see on the screen here, we have we can do all that stuff you see on the screen there. It's a beautiful thing, man. So make sure you get over there. 5:30 tomorrow, man. 10:30, sorry. 10:30 tomorrow. Me and the Coppish boys. But guys, I'm going to leave you with that. Big Up. Thank you very much for everyone joining me. The link is in the live chat for Big Up. Go and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it, guys. And again, you guys have been fantastic. Guys, I will be seeing you tomorrow on my Big Up channel, 10:30 p.m. Luke, you got anything coming out, mate?
No, not at the moment.
No, there you go. Obviously, you can find me and Luke as well on Cal's show for all the MMA combat sport stuff. Also, Luke's got his own channel as well, Luke Tanner. Make sure you go and check that out. where he goes live and does a lot of UFC and combat and boxing and all that beautiful stuff as well. So make sure you check him out for that as well. But yeah, we're going to leave it there, guys. So I won't be on YouTube tomorrow. I'll be on Big Up at 10:30 p.m. tomorrow night. So make sure you're joining me and the Coppish Boys tomorrow night, guys. Much love to everyone. Thank you very much for joining me and my man tonight. Appreciate it. See you again soon. Bye-bye for now.
There you go.